of the Dragon capsule since it lifted off from Cape Canaveral just several days ago.
We're watching the landing of the Dragon 2, of Crew Dragon.
I will say this is a pretty rare treat to be able to see this here. And again, this video is coming from a NASA airplane that we're flying around that recovery zone there, a WB-57. It's commonly used for a lot of atmospheric studies and other science missions.
I'm just going to look up that plane.
Able to put a tracking camera on it to try and get this re-entry through the Earth's atmosphere today. We're hearing that they should have AOSO acquisition of signal back with the Dragon spacecraft. Right now it's about 46 kilometers in altitude.
Oh, it's based.
Yeah, so just for orientation purposes, if you've seen our launches previously, you might be familiar with the angling of this as takeoff. Reminder, this is re-entry. The plane is below the Dragon spacecraft and the camera's looking upward as it's coming over the spacecraft. So it looks like from the orientation of the imagery there that Dragon is going up when in fact it is still coming back down towards Earth.
It's the first SpaceX fleet to land in the Atlantic as opposed to the Pacific.
And again, just keeping you on the timeline, so we actually acquired signal about a minute ahead of when it was expected, where we're going to be looking for those initial drogue chute deployments at about 41 minutes after the hour. So after Dragon gets a little bit lower down, we're going to be keeping an eye out. You're going to see the drogue chutes deploy initially, followed by those 4 main parachutes, much larger and able to slow the vehicle down for a much softer splashdown in the ocean.
Does anyone know what these are? I've never seen any vehicle re-entry live, except the Soyuz, and you don't get live video.
We should be getting that drogue chute deployment in just about 2 minutes now.
Yes, we're still moving far too quickly.
I just heard that we're now below 30 kilometers.
Yeah, so that's still quite high. Sorry, that's about 3 times the height of Everest. Oh, over.
And if you're just now tuning in, this is Dragon. This is Dragon coming home. This is from a camera on board a chase plane there at the landing zone over the Atlantic, about 200 or so nautical miles off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, you can see it's no longer trailing. So
we're under 30 kilometers, continuing to descend. The next milestone we're going to be looking for is parachute deployment. And hearing we're now about 20 kilometers in altitude.
The
Dragon spacecraft continuing to descend. It's now subsonic, so already starting to slow down thanks to the aero braking, basically slamming into that Earth's atmosphere, causes a lot of friction and allows the vehicle to eventually reach its terminal velocity, basically. And then those parachutes are going to kick in.
Now that's an onboard view from the Dragon.
So there you have visual confirmation of the deployment of our drogue parachutes. This is the first of 2 parachute deployments.
It wouldn't be good to listen to it.
So those drogue chutes do the initial slowing, and then they're ultimately going to pull out the 4 main parachutes responsible for really slowing the spacecraft down prior to that splashdown.
Quite a toasty Dragon there.
You can hear cheering here at SpaceX headquarters as the employees that have gathered around our Mission Control Center are sharing the same view as you. What a gorgeous shot of Dragon coming back down.
There go the mains.
And here come the mains.
They're slowly inflating. The reason they do that, the reason they inflate slowly, as opposed to just going through them like that straight away. Because that might actually damage the
down to the Atlantic Ocean.
And just rip the chutes like that.
Really can't ask for a more picture perfect shot than that.
And yes, all 4 chutes now deployed. It's going to continue to descend. It's going to continue to slow down and then ultimately splash down in the Atlantic there. We're now under 1 kilometer in altitude. Just about 750 meters to go.
Good. Everything's going on. They were planning on originally having a propulsive landing capability, but then they decided against that. Partially just because it would be impractical and require a lot more effort.
In case if you're just joining us, you can see on your screen there, Dragon has just re-entered the Earth's atmosphere after departing from the International Space Station. We have a gorgeous shot of 4 healthy parachutes deployed and slowing the vehicle down as it is approaching the surface of the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Florida.
And it's continuing to descend under those chutes. We just passed 500 meters. Everything continuing to look good via reports to all the flight control teams. Now we're at about 400 meters.
Will this be the first vehicle splashing?
And just passing 300 meters, continuing to descend. We might be right on time. We were planning on splashing down at about 5:45 a.m. Pacific, and we're getting real close to that bingo time. Just past 200 meters.
That was crew capable. I know the Apollo splashed from here for Hawaii. The same in the Atlantic. They wanted the Pacific because it was the biggest.
And we have confirmation that Dragon is now under 100 meters. Is 100 meters above the surface of the ocean.
It should be down in a few seconds.
Next up, standing by for splashdown.
Because the landing is, despite what it may look, it's still descending very quickly. Oh. So not to cause too much damage, but there's the ocean. Splash. And it's flopped around to...
And there we have confirmation of splashdown.
And the
Dragon has returned to planet Earth. It is
I think
now
the shoots
back
get
home,
severed immediately, so it's not to say we're walking
two
back
fast
and
boats
trying to catch the
racing
gun.
out to the capsule, now in recovery.
That splashdown came right on time, 5:45 a.m. Pacific, 8:45 a.m. over on the East Coast. The teams that have been ready and waiting, they were staged just a few nautical miles away. They're going to start moving in now. You can see those 2 fast approach boats already speeding their way towards the capsule.
There we go, so Dragon has landed. Oh, I'll end the video here. That was Laughing with Dragon. I'm Bottom 25. Crew Dragon. I'm Bottom 25.
Well, there's still a little bit more work to be done at this point.